What's going on, family? So, today I'm back with another. As you can see, I'm a little goofy right now. Anywho, forgive my hair. I took my braids out. Literally just took my braids out. And I didn't feel like combing it out yet. So, forgive me on that one. This is going to be a story time. And it's going to be about when I guess met my husband and when we went on our first date type ordeal. Sit back, relax, and chill with me for a little bit. Make sure you get your soda first though. Soda? Soda anybody? Soda. Okay, so I met my husband when I was 13 going on 14, and he was 14 going on 15. I met him second period, our history class. It was my first day back from well, I didn't go to that school immediately because I was locked up. Kids don't do what I did, or don't be out here fighting, should I say. So it was my first day going to the school I should have been going to from the beginning. I basically knew everybody in that school because, again, that's where I was supposed to go from the beginning. I had actually went to school with most of them growing up, so I knew damn near everybody. And I mean damn near everybody. I didn't speak to all of them. I didn't like a lot of them. It ain't no secret that I ain't like some of them. Anyway, that was so petty. But I'm petty, so what? As I said, it was second period. I walk in the room. Why is this boy sitting at his desk cleaning his tennis shoes? Please tell me why he is cleaning his tennis shoes. That was the very first thought. I swear to you, he was actually the very first person I looked at too when I walked in that room. Like, dead ass. I never admitted that either. It's a little strange. But he was definitely the very first person I looked at, because I was like, first thought, swear to God, why are you sitting here cleaning your tennis shoes at your desk in the middle of class? He legit was sitting in the middle of the class. And guess where I was told to sit? Right next to him. He looks at me. He was like, hey, what's up? Where you from? I'm like, I guess you could say here, but I'm originally from Texas. He was like, well, where you coming from? I was locked up. I was like, and it was in a neighborhood. He lived in that neighborhood before too, so he knew a lot of the people that I knew. Also, he knew a lot of the people that I knew growing up before I was even locked up. So yeah, that was a little crazy to me. That's a little nuts, because his best friend actually used to be around my house all the time. I mean, all the time. When I say all the time, I mean all the time. And I never seen him before. He said he walked past my house a couple times, but I swear to you, I cannot remember if I've ever seen him before then. So I'm gonna keep saying I never seen him before. Anyway, so time starts progressing, and I'm going to say this right now, just in case any of y'all little kids is listening. We were 13 going on, I was 13 going on 14, he was 14 going on 15. We ain't do nothing, okay? The furthest we went in that 2-year time span before our first date was hugged each other. I ain't even kiss him. In 2 years. The first 2 years, he didn't even get a kiss from me. Just saying. So time progresses. He says I stole him from somebody. But I look at it like this. You can't be stolen off somebody or taken off somebody if they weren't yours to begin with. You wouldn't have been with me if you didn't want to, buddy. Anyway, we were supposed to go to homecoming together. And that fell through somehow. He all of a sudden couldn't go. And to this day, I still find that it'll be a little strange. Explain yourself. The outside time we had spent together before even going on our first date, I had like after school, and it was because I was on the flag team, like whatever the hell that's called. I was basically a flagger, and I did that to spend time with him. I could have cared less about the little flag stuff. I really to this moment cannot remember what it's called when you like spin the flags and all of that. Like, what the hell is that called? That's how much I cared about it. Anyway, we legit would just sit and talk. He had football practice, and I knew that was one of the reasons why I was like, okay, I could do after school to spend time with him, because I knew there was no other way to be able to chill with him whatsoever, especially living in the household that I lived in. I was literally a prisoner in that house. There wasn't going to be none. That's why when he did ask my adopted mom if we can go to Kennywood, for the people who's not from Pittsburgh, Kennywood is an amusement park. So that's why when he asked her, I was shocked when she said yes. I was shocked. He did go about it the right way by like specifically talking to her. He didn't have me ask her. He went straight to her. Like, he called, not even for me. He really told me, which was so rude, by the way. But he said, I'm calling for your mom because I want to know if I could take you on a date. So can you give her the phone? Now, I knew his birthday was coming up. I don't know. I did not expect it. So I got excited when he said he was going to ask. I wasn't sure if she was going to say yes. Like I said, I was a prisoner, so that was so unexpected. When she said yeah, it really blew my mind, and I instantly got excited. But something in my head's like, this isn't going to work. I'm not going to be able to do this. She's going to say something. Something was going to happen in order for it to not work. Let me just say that. So my excitement for the 5 minutes that I had the excitement dropped dramatically, because I swear to you, I just knew she was going to find a way to ruin it. Shockingly, the day comes, and now actually thinking about it, I don't even remember if he told me where we were going. But I know for a fact he didn't give me details. All I knew was to be ready, I think at like 1 o'clock or before then. And he was going to show up. That's all I knew. So he actually was on time. Now let me explain something to y'all. Where I stayed was a nice distance away from Kennywood. Better believe me when I tell you, it was a nice distance. And that's a lot of trouble to catch the bus. Yes, we were young, y'all. So catching a bus. So catching a bus from where he lived to where I lived. And you had to walk a little bit from the bus stop because I didn't live on a bus line. So, him catching the bus from where he lived to where I live, for him to have to walk from the bus stop to my house to get me, that is a lot alone. But then for us to go walk back to the bus stop, to get on a bus, to get off the bus, to get back onto another bus. So in my head, I'm like, oh, now I gotta give this boy a kiss today. I know I gotta kiss him. I know that might sound weird to some of y'all, but for what I was going through at that time that he didn't know, that was stressful for me, to be honest. I wasn't even sure if the day was going to go good. But I should have had a little more faith, being as though we are both goobers. Let me tell you, we cut up. Even to this day, our grown asses still cut up. But it was really bad at that time. So I should have had a little more faith. But the thought, again, of kissing him was stressful. Like, I still actually get a little stressed or get some sort of anxiety thinking about it, because it never happened before this day. So this is kind of embarrassing. We go, and it actually turned out to be a lot. Like, I was way more comfortable with him than I thought I was going to be. Like, we had fun. Now, there's stuff to this that he doesn't know to this day. So, in my head, I already done prepared. I'm like, we're not getting on no crazy rides, for the simple fact that I don't want to look simple in front of him. I wanted to keep it cute. I didn't really want to eat in front of him. I swear, we were weird. Girls are so weird. I didn't want to really eat in front of him. I don't know. I just had it in my head, like, I'm going to do this way, that way. Like, I never told him none of that. But, so I was like, okay, we going to get on little rides that, like, couple type rides. I was way more comfortable, though, than I thought I was going to be, which was a very good thing. Because at that time, I was being raped and stuff, and he had no idea. And to be quite honest, the night before our first date, I actually got raped by my one uncle. I don't know if I ever told him that, but that happened, and that sucks. I hate when I think about that, because it puts a damper on something that turned out to be a good thing. We spent that whole day out there, you know, cutting up, being our little goofy selves. I was way more comfortable with him. But as the day is going down, I'm like, Jesus, this kiss is coming. I know it. I know it. And when we got on this little train ride, it's not even a ride, but it takes you around the park. We were sitting there, and that's actually when I gave him his very first kiss. That is so funny to think about. But the day, it was a good day. Let's put it that way. It was a good day. I stole his beeper from him. Yes, I said beeper. That's how back in the day that that is. And it's so crazy because it's not even that long ago. Now, after our first date, time actually starts going a lot faster. I had left home the 23rd of June. His birthday is June 6th. We went on our first date June 16th. And June 23rd is the day I had left home. And before I had left, I had called him. And I said, these were my exact words. I said, do not try to talk me out of this, because it's happening one way or another. But I'm running away from home. I was like, I'll explain it to you when I get there. And he was like, huh? I said, I'm leaving home. I'll explain it to you when I get where I'm going. He said, okay. We hung up the phone. I forgot to add, our first date, that was the first time we ever told each other we love each other. That's so crazy. So if you want to hear what happens after I left home, stay tuned for part 2. I'm making this a series so you can know what happens throughout this 22-year span. This is sort of kind of dedicated to my 22nd anniversary that's coming up very soon. So, if you want to know what happened next, stay tuned, baby. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up, comment, like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. That way you're notified every time I drop a new video. And yes, I do mean every single time. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in my next one. Deuces. Cliffhanger, baby.